Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. I'm going to do a reading, but I also want to start off by showing you all a new project, a creative idea that I have created for you all, okay? This is an altar. Now, I talked to you all a lot about having altars in your home, and one of the common complaints that I've gotten from a lot of people is I don't have enough room, or I don't really know where to put it, or I don't really know how to put it together. I need help. So I created this, okay? As you can see, it's labeled with earth, wind, no, earth, water, fire, and wind. So the four elements is here, okay? So with your earth, it's going to include crystals. You're going to have your herbs in here. And of course, you can add your own crystals if you have crystals that you'd like to add, or anything from the earth that you want to add to your earth compartment. Then your water is going to be, you have a cup here that you're going to be able to refill every now and then. But what's nice about this cup is that it does light up, okay? And you can actually use it. Hold on, y'all. You can use this. I think I'm having a hard time because of my nails. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, I just had to press it down a little bit harder. So this cup, it lights up. Let me see if I can get it better. I think y'all can see it better that way. So you can get different frequencies. You know, light is also energy. So you're picking up on different energies, you know, and you can always shift it. It can change the light to a more solid color if you want to focus more on the heart chakra energy. You see how it, you know, it's really cute. But you will put your water in here, okay? So that's going to be your water. You pray over your water. You place that in there. And then, of course, you have your fire. So with your fire here, I'm going to include 7 tea light candles with all of the chakra colors. Okay, now obviously you want to keep up with buying yours once you run out. You're going to have for each chakra, okay? And you would light it accordingly based on what you are praying for. And you put it in here. So that way you don't have to necessarily use 7-day candles when you're doing your alchemy and your manifestations, okay? You can use tea light candles. And if you want, you can also carve into the candle, this part of the candle, you know, maybe with a pen or something sharp, what you want to manifest. But it would have to be something short, like I create wealth. I am at peace. I am healed. You know, and you cater it to each chakra. If you want to focus on the throat chakra, if you want to focus on the solar plexus chakra. So this will come with it. You'll place it in there. Okay. And then, of course, you know, you're going to need your wind. That's the other element. So the feather represents the wind. But if you want to use more of a smoky energy, let's just say you're lighting your sage, you might have some frankincense and myrrh, you know, whatever you have. Okay, you can use this little pot here. It's really cute, you know, and just place it inside of there and let that blow through, you know, or you could just use your feather as your wind. So this is so cute, y'all. I love this thing. I have a piece of sage in here. This is the altar, and it fits in 2 hands. So there's no more excuses of, I don't have an altar, I don't have no room to put it, but what about the children, or what about burning candles for long periods of time? This is everything that you need, okay, all in one. So this is really beautiful. This is exactly what I use for my altar. My altar has been just like this for the last 2 years, okay? I have never had a huge altar. Most of the time you walk in, you wouldn't even know I had an altar there, because this is so small and compact, and it's perfect. And it works perfectly when it comes to connecting to the Most High, your spiritual team, and doing your rituals and your alchemy. So order this, y'all. Order this if you want to really get into your manifestations. And for those of you who really want to get into it, order my decks, my Declare and Decree, my Write, Burn, and Create deck. This deck will tell you what to write on your candles, especially if you're working with the larger candles. You could still use this and light a smaller candle if you want to just say, I'm lighting a candle on behalf of my ancestors and my angels, and putting it in your altar, but then still burning and lighting your 7-day candles, which you're writing on. You can still do that and place it next to the altar as well. It's not going to fit into this compartment, These candles will though. And yeah, like I said, my declare and decree deck, this will show you what you need to be clearing out. The right, burn, and create deck tells you what you want to manifest and call in. The heal yourself deck is going to cater to the chakras that you want to balance out, because it's going to tell you, let me see if I got that deck next to me. It's going to tell you which chakras need to be worked on, okay, based on the colors and exactly what's causing a blockage to the chakra. Here it is. These decks go together, okay? These decks go together. So if you pull, let's just say you pull a blue card and it's talking about fear of judgment or ridicule. Some of y'all might be fearful of being judged if you have an altar. You want to pull out that blue candle, okay? Burn and release all fear of judgment and ridicule. Pull out that blue candle. Pray over it. You know, I release all fear of judgment and ridicule. You don't always have to write on your candles. You could just speak the energy into the candle, okay? Everything is energy. And then you light that candle and give thanks to the Most High and your spiritual team for helping you to clear off fear of ridicule and judgment by others. But I'll show it to you all one more time for those of you who are interested. Fire, water, earth, wind. It's a beautiful little altar. Goes perfectly on your dresser. It's safe, okay? And you got that beautiful vibrational energy that's coming through the water here of the different colors. Like I said, you can switch it up to focus in on a specific color. I believe that it only has 3 colors though. It is the green, blue, and red. So you can focus on the heart, throat, or root chakra with this. But of course, with your tea light candles, you can always order these in bulk for a very inexpensive price, multiple colors, and it'll go off on its own as well. But you have your water in there, and it's a beautiful energy to have when you're doing your manifestations. Every chosen seed should have an altar, okay? So enough of that. I spent 7 minutes going over that. So for those of you that are interested, email me. The first 5 people to order will get one of these beautiful crystals to go along with your order, okay? But I strongly suggest y'all get the decks with the altar so that you can really get into some true alchemy if you are really ready to start changing some things in your life, okay? So let's jump right into it. What is it that y'all need to know at this time? If you find this message resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think and how it resonates with you. I want to start off with my declare and decree deck. Y'all always know we got to start off with a declaration to see what needs to be cleared from your energy. So let's see. What do you need to clear from your energy at this time? All right. So I have here all blockages to my Akashic records and the activation of my DNA are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Blockages to my Akashic record and the activation of my DNA. Now that's very important because your Akashic records is what helps you to gain access to all of that ancient wisdom that has been passed down from your ancestors, from your past lives, you know, all of that beautiful energy that's been put out into the ethers. It helps you to access that energy. And then, of course, the activation of your DNA. Many of you know that most people, they say that we have what, like 90% dormant DNA, and they claim that there's nothing, it's just junk DNA, which is not true. You have to activate your DNA once you raise your vibrations. Once you raise your vibrations and get your energy in alignment, that DNA begins to activate. That dormant DNA begins to awaken, okay? And you begin to do things that you never thought you was capable of doing. So you're clearing out, you're putting that on paper and burning it. All blockages to my Akashic records and the activation of my DNA are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. There it is, okay? So let's move into the reading and see what is this all about. Because obviously this seems like a pretty deep message for y'all when it comes to spiritual activation. Wow. This says you have intuitive ideas that you really need to act upon. You have intuitive ideas that you really need to act upon. The other card that came out with it says believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dreams. So y'all are already intuitively tapped in a way where your creative ideas are coming through. You're starting to see like, man, that's a good idea. That's something that I can do. Your intuition is telling you take action towards this or that. and you're being called to act upon it, put in a practical effort to do it. I strongly sense that if you feel like you haven't been able to come into alignment with what you should be doing, or you feel like your creative gifts are suppressed or dormant, it's because there's blockages to your Akashic records and your DNA. And so this is why you want to do that burn and release in order to get to this place of awakening and coming into realization of these intuitive ideas and the ability to carry out your dream, believing in yourself enough to actually carry it out, to bring it into fruition. So I feel like this is perfect. We started off with getting you an altar, doing your declarations, listening to them intuitive ideas, because now they're going to start coming through now that those blockages are removed. So let's see. It says, be careful who you take advice from. So there are people who kind of, you see, they have like this paint here. It looks like paint. You know, people out here, they got their hands dirty and they want to dirty you up with them, okay? They're shaking hands here. Be careful who you take advice from. Be careful, because not everybody has awareness. Not everybody is aligned with the journey. Okay, people will not understand the path that you're being called to take. I just saw 1111 on the timer. 1111 and 111 has been showing up like crazy for me lately. Okay, if that's the same for y'all, let me know. I don't know why I pulled from this deck. I wasn't supposed to, but that's my cover card. But let me see. I'll still take a card because apparently I picked it up for a reason. So I got 2 cards. You want to work on your sacral chakra. So this says hyperactive or hypoactive sex drive. That needs to be worked on. Then I have lack of inspiration or zeal. So you want to put these on paper. I destroy and release, whichever one pertains to you. All hyperactive sex drive or all hypoactive sex drive. And then you have here lack of inspiration or zeal. Destroying and releasing all lack of inspiration or zeal in spirit and in flesh. Now these two, they do go together. Some of you, it's a hypoactive sex drive. But even if it's a hyperactive sex drive and you're constantly climaxing on a regular basis, not saying there's anything wrong with that, but if you don't know what to do with that sexual energy, or you're pouring it into a low vibrational union, then it's like wasted energy, wasted creative energy. So you may not feel so inspired to move on your creative ideas. You may not have that zeal or that spark, that get up and go energy that you need in order to carry out your dreams, right? Some of you, it deals with music. She's holding a guitar in her hand. But either way, it's going to be hard to come into realization of those intuitive and creative ideas if your sacral chakra is blocked, or if it's off balance, whether it's overactive or underactive. So this is where you want to focus on the sacral chakra. And that's why even when it comes down to doing your spiritual work, you know, you would just take you an orange tea light candle. I don't have an orange one with me right now. I didn't unpack those yet. But the orange tea light candle, you know, you can pray over it and give thanks that your sacral chakra is healed, okay, and that your creative gifts are awakened and activated. Light that candle, give thanks to the Most High and your spiritual team, put it on your altar and let it burn. Let it burn, okay? This thing is beautiful and I love my altar. I'm telling y'all, you need to get you one. Now, let's move on. So we're looking at the sacral chakra, which needs to be worked on. Be careful who you take advice from, because everybody is not going to believe in your creative ideas, and that's why you want to move in silence. But when you're moving in silence, that's why faith is so important, because you don't have nobody as your cheerleader in a 3D. When you're moving in silence, it's literally just you, the Most High, and your spiritual team. And if you don't have faith in your dreams, you could easily self-sabotage it, especially if you're used to, okay, I got this person in my corner, this person is supporting me, this person is expecting me, they're anticipating that I'm going to make it and do X, Y, Z. Then you have that pressure. And sometimes that can help to get a person, you know, to bring that vision into fruition. But a lot of times it can alter that person and cause you to self-sabotage, because you got naysayers, you got negative energies floating around. But when you have to move in silence, faith is everything, because you have to be your own cheerleader. You got to be your own supporter. You got to be your own advisor. Okay. And so this is where you got to have that balance, but having that connection to your spiritual team is what helps you to get through that part of the season where silence is golden. Having a connection to the Most High and your spiritual team, because they're going to give you the synchronicities to let you know, like, look, you're on the right path. Keep going. I'm showing you the signs. I'm giving you the synchronicities. Pay attention to your visions, your dreams, the spiritual downloads that you're receiving, the animals that's constantly coming around, the particular insects. I've been seeing a lot of ladybugs lately. And ladybugs definitely deal with, it's a good omen, you know, for abundance, what some people would call luck. Okay? And so work on your sacral chakra. Clear out those blockages for your Akashic record and the activation of your DNA. Get you an altar. Get it going. Work with the elements, earth, wind, water, and fire. And be careful who you're taking advice from, because they may try to steer you wrong here. You know what's interesting? Now that I'm really looking at this card, we have orange here. Consider, it's very similar to the orange that I pulled out from my Heal Yourself deck. Order this deck too, y'all. Heal Yourself deck. This person who has the orange in their hand, they're actually, this person here, they're actually taking away from that person's hand. If you could see that, it's kind of hard to see, but they're taking from this person. So what that's saying to me is, you possess the creative ideas, but you might take advice from the wrong person who wants to try to steal your ideas. They're taking those intuitive ideas that you have and acting like they're giving you advice. They're acting like they're giving you something when in fact they're taking from you. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. Somebody might be a copycat. They might want to steal your creative ideas here. And so you want to move in silence. So now you have here, balance all dimensions of your life. This is very important, because when we're talking about balance in all dimensions of your life, many of you have heard me say, do your declarations at the end of your burn and release. You're going to say in spirit and in flesh, across all timelines, realms, and dimensions known and unknown. You might say in sleep and awakened state, across all timelines, realms, and dimensions known and unknown. If you want to shorten it, then you'll just say in spirit, in flesh, across all timelines, realms, and dimensions known and unknown. My spiritual team in the spiritual realm told me to say that years ago. And when I started doing that, things started clearing, because I wasn't missing nothing. Okay? I wasn't missing out on any aspect of where I could potentially exist, because we are multidimensional beings, spirits having a human experience. And so you exist on many different planes and realms. Simultaneously. Okay? So that's why you want to clear on all dimensions, balance all dimensions of your life. So that's important when you're doing your rituals. So let's see, we're going to keep going. I want to look into this card, because some of you consider, you know, you might be saying, all right, I am talking to certain people, but I thought I could trust that person. Now this says, don't worry about what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. So don't worry about the worst case scenario. Faith is all about having the most optimistic outlook on where things could be headed. You want to be optimistic about it. You want to be confident in where things are headed for you, because you know that it's all divinely guided and led. And so this says a new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic of newness. Some of you all are getting ready to break free, and you're getting ready to start doing your own thing. And this is why so much emphasis is being placed on your sacral chakra, which deals with your creative energy, okay? And removing any blockages of your DNA and your Akashic records, because that's how you tap into coming to remembrance of what you came here to do in the first place. All of those past lives that you've experienced was an accumulation of events and experiences and wisdom that would ultimately bring you here where you are today in the age of Aquarius. You're activating your DNA, and now suddenly things are just starting to come back to you. You're starting to, you know things, and you don't know how you know them, but it's, you know them because you learned them already. So now you're just remembering them. It's being reawakened within you. And that's why you need to do that particular burn and release. So a new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic of newness. Now, in terms of this card, let me see what this is all about. This one where we have here, be careful who you take advice from, okay? What is this all about? Be careful who you take advice from. Because I definitely feel, I never looked at this card from that angle, but the orange stood out because I pulled two sacral chakra cards, which are orange. And it made me look at the position of these hands and what's taking place with this exchange here. Somebody's trying to take your creative ideas. They want to act like they're giving you something, but they're really trying to take. So I got, gosh, all right, let's go. First card that came out, what'd I tell y'all? This says blocked sacral chakra. It says issues, intentions, abundance, connection, creativity, desires, emotions, fertility, freedom, motivation, passion, pleasure, sexuality. Blocked sacral chakra. This person is trying to affect your sacral chakra in some way. They're trying to block your creative ideas and your gifts here. Be careful of that person. Then you have here their social media posts or memes are directed towards you. So they might be saying underhanded things, even if it's not necessarily social media, something about what they're saying socially that is really directed towards you, but they might be trying to pretend that it's just like a general message or something like that, but it really is a straight target towards you. It's a diss towards you for whatever reason. Then I have here hating on your successful life choices. Whoever this person is that you need to be careful about, who you need to be careful taking advice from, not only do they want to take from you, but they are hating on your successful life choices because they know that you have a lot of really, really great ideas that's just flowing through you like water. The more that you activate that DNA and come into remembrance and tap into those Akashic records, you're starting to remember the way that your ancestors did things. And this is why it's like, man, that right there is, how did you think of that? Where did you get that idea from? They're hating on your successful life choices and your creative ideas. Then I have here putting negative thoughts in your head. This is why you have to be careful taking advice from them, because they're telling you things that's negative. Oh, maybe you shouldn't do that just yet. Or, man, if you have to invest that much money, then what will happen if it doesn't work out? You're going to end up taking that loss right there. Or it's not going to be a lot of people that want to do that because most people XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. They got 1,000,001 things where they're planting these little seeds of doubt in your mind through their so-called advice, as if they're giving you something, but it's really just, okay, you just expressed your idea to them. Now they're trying to take that idea, but trying to water it down so that you won't feel the need to pursue it. Okay? So you got to be very careful. I mean, just off the strength that the sacral chakra card came out first, just let you know that you mainly want to focus on healing your sacral chakra right now. Bust out them orange candles, y'all, and set them intentions, whether you're praying over the candle and putting your energy into it as far as what you want it to do for you, or writing on your candles. Either way, you need to put your thoughts and your energy into that candle to help with the alchemy. Sacral chakra specifically, okay? I'm going to take one more. So I have here black sage, okay, protection. It's all about protecting your energy, okay? It's all about protecting your energy when it comes to whoever this person is, because they don't have the right intentions. They're just kind of soaking up your ideas in hopes that you'll fumble the ball. You won't have the confidence to pursue it because of the negative undertone that they're putting on it. And instead, they're just stealing your creativity for themselves. So again, this says, don't worry about what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it, because you don't want to be sitting over there worried that, okay, well, what if, based on what somebody else is saying. You have the vision, you was given the idea. And so there's a reason why that idea was planted in your mind. It's not for you to just sit on it and just let it float away off into the ethers for somebody else to come through and say, ooh, let me pluck that. That sounds real good. And you know you're the one that came up with that. Have you ever had that happen to you before? Because this happened to me many times, where I have an idea and I don't really have the zeal, okay, lack of inspiration, or the zeal to really take action and to take the practical effort and the spiritual effort to bring it into fruition. So I put that idea out there, and then it just goes off into the ethers, and then somebody else ends up coming out with it, and you like, God dog. You sit over there watching them make millions when you could have done it a long time ago. It's happened. It happens all the time. So it's very important that you have faith in your dreams, have faith in yourself and your ability to carry out your dreams, because if the idea is given to you, it's because you are capable of actually bringing it to fruition. It actually exists somewhere on some dimension. You came into remembrance of it, and now you're being called to, hey, act it out. Bring it to the world. So let's see. We're going to keep going. I'm going to pull some more cards just to see where this is headed. Please be sure to like and subscribe, y'all. I appreciate all of you who are subscribed to my channel, who like the comments. Y'all are always busy in the comments. I love reading the comments. Okay. It's very interesting to see how the chosen are always in alignment. It's like so many of us can be experiencing the same thing, you know, maybe different timelines, but a lot of times at the same time, just it plays out a little differently for each of us. But the energetic signature of that thing is usually very similar. So you have the World card here. You're meant to be seen by a lot of people here. Whatever you're going to do is going to be highly successful. So you have to close out old chapters in order to pursue this new beginning. But you standing on top of the world here. The world is your oyster, okay? You got the world in your hands. People are watching you. You got a lot of people watching you. When you have so many people that's looking up to you and watching you, there's always the naysayers. There's always the haters, but then there's always the ones that's there that's cheering you on, that's inspired by you in some way. So you have, you know, of course, there's a polarity to everything. And so the World card, and also considering the World card is the number 21, which breaks down to the number 3, and the number 3 for me deals with creativity. Okay, so when we're talking about creativity, it goes right back to where we began. Your creative ideas, they're going to take you very, very far if you move on them. Look at that. You have the Tower here. So the Tower is with the 3 of Cups in the reverse. The Tower is disruptive energy. It's an unexpected shakeup, something that feels chaotic, but it gets things moving, because in this energy right here, it's not a solid foundation. It's not built solid, you know. So the Most High has to intervene. That lightning strike comes in, divine intervention, to break down that false structure so that you can have a fresh start, a clean slate. And see, this is where you begin, that clean slate. Now you build from there. What do you want to build? The sky's the limit. Okay, well, I don't even want to say the sky's the limit, because the sky is not the limit. Okay, the sky is the illusion. There is no limit. It goes on and on and on for infinity. So there's no limitations. Don't even limit yourself at the sky, because that part right there is a damn lie. But the 3 of Cups being in the reverse at the bottom of the deck just lets you know that you might have had some false friendships or people around you who really didn't have your highest good in mind. So if these people are being cleared out of your energy, if there's tower moments that's happening with false friends, then let the tower fall. They need to go, because they're not going to support you in your vision. And that's another number 3. So this could be people who, some of y'all might have been seeing 333 lately. But this could be people, let me clarify the Tower. What is the Tower? The Tower doesn't always have to be a lot of chaotic energy. It could be like a sudden revelation, like bam, it just hits you out of nowhere that something needs to be put to rest, or somebody wasn't good for you. That's the Knight of Wands. So this is a lot of thoughts, a lot of energy that's rushing. This is an energy of rushing in here. This Tower is like someone rushing in to bring some sort of news. So again, this could be you receiving some sort of spiritual download that just came and hit you suddenly. And it made you turn your back on a lot of people from the past, because now you have a vision. Now you're enlightened about something. Now you see the direction that you're actually supposed to be headed in. And it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment, because the Ace of Cups is here. So this is a new beginning. So you're not seeking out anything from people that's false, that's not really, you know, serving your highest good, the haters, the naysayers. You're not seeking advice from them. You're not seeking support or to have a cheerleading team from them, because they was never really that anyway. So you might be bringing the Tower down on certain associations or friendships that you have with people that was false in your life, to pursue new ventures. And this is going to open up doors for you here. Look at that. The Death card is here. Okay. King of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. When you're in that King of Swords energy, you start slicing and dicing, putting things to rest. Okay. And so it's definitely showing me that you are confidently speaking your truth. You're setting healthy boundaries. You're not allowing your emotions to rule you. You're putting things to rest. If it's lifeless, if it does not serve you, you're moving past it. So you are stepping over anything that's not serving you, okay? If it's not bringing life, if it's dead, if it has, you know, if it's not serving you in any way, you're moving past it, okay? You see how he's just gliding past those skeletons. He's not even looking down. It's like that energy of, okay, you choose not to have any life. You choose to let the spark just die within you. And so If these people have no zeal, they have no passion for life, and they're just withering away, they're just the walking dead, they have no desire to learn, no desire to grow, no desire to heal, then you're putting it to rest. What more can you do with it? Because if you hold on to it, they're just going to be leeches and energy vampires that continues to try to take. They want to take your creative ideas. They want to take your happiness. They want to take your joy. They want to take your money. Whatever it is they can take, they just have their hand out because they don't have the inspiration to create it for themselves because their sacral chakra is likely overactive. Three of Cups in the reverse can be an energy of overindulgence in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's overindulgence when it comes to just the, gaining unhealthy attention from others, overindulgence of substance, overindulgence of whatever, okay? But you've gained some sort of revelation here. And I feel like maybe somebody wants to come rushing in because they're trying to stop you from closing out this cycle, but it's already done. The World card, the Tower, and the Death card is a completion. It's over. Like there is no looking back. You're not even questioning it, okay? You are enlightened. You see the truth. The Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom of the deck. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune just shows me that you are so happy to be closing out these chapters because you recognize it's your destiny to be happy. It's your destiny to shine. It's your destiny to be in your power, okay? To move into a different direction, to have fortune, to have fame, to have abundance. It's your destiny. And so you're not missing out on anything. Look at that. Just as happy as can be, okay? Too happy to embrace and to listen to your intuition and to accept that this chapter it's a new cycle. You got a lot of major arcana, as a matter of fact. The Sun card, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card. Major transformation is happening in your life. Major changes that's moving you towards happiness, victory, and success. And so, you're happy to put certain things to rest because you understand why it is so imperative at this point in your life. So the Wheel of Fortune, I'm just clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. This is a big deal. Look at that. It says you're stepping into your highest divine life path. You see that? You're flying so high, your energy, you're so light in your energy now because you have released all of the dead weight. People, places, things, thoughts, fears, insecurities. You're releasing all of that dead weight. That's why you're so light in your energy to where you're able to move towards your life path here. And you don't have to have all of those competitive energies around you anymore. Because I think that was one of the reasons why people was clinging to you is because they was in competition. So as long as they knew what you was up to, then that would give them a key factor of, okay, what moves you're getting ready to make so that they can know what to do to stay a step ahead of you. Even if they wasn't trying to take your ideas, they wanted to hear what was going on in your energy to stay ahead. Okay, it was all a game. But see, this says all the right things will come to you in the most unexpected ways. And then you have here, you're exactly where you need to be. So you know that the Most High is giving you messages. You can't really anticipate exactly how this thing is going to play out, but you have faith that it's going to play out exactly the way it's supposed to. So it's going to come to you in unexpected ways. You can't really see how this is going to play out, but that's the element of surprise. And that's the exciting part about taking a spiritual journey. It can be an adventure, or you can make it a lonely, worrisome journey. But you can come out of that mindset and just take the leap of faith. This is like the Fool card. You're exactly where you need to be. So if you're in that position where you're ready to take the leap of faith, and it's like, okay, I don't know where this is going, but you just know that the right things are going to come to you in the most unexpected ways. You don't know what's over that cliff. You're just jumping and having faith that everything is going to turn out exactly the way it's supposed to. That's when things start happening. Miracles, what people call miracles, okay, start happening in your life, and it becomes a part of your grand testimony. And that's when other chosen seed, they get to hear you, and they're like, man, I'm ready to take the leap of faith too. I see what happened when that person jumped. I see what happened when that person over there jumped. Yeah, that thing was scary as hell to think about what could happen. Where's the money going to come from? Where's the support going to come from? Where's your tribe at? All of these different things. But the more of us that take the leap of faith and that come forward with our testimony of what took place and how it unfolded after we did it, the more chosen seed that's actually going to take the leap of faith as well. And you're going to land exactly where you belong. This is shifting the energy of the universe. Okay. It's changing everything. So it says it's okay not to have all the answers. They will come when you need them. Okay. They're going to come when you need them. You don't take the leap of faith like, okay, I got this question. Where am I going to land? Where is it going to take me? What's next after that? No, you don't ask all them questions. You just jump. That's what faith is all about. Blind faith is all about just jumping. But you don't want to jump before you do the spiritual work. That's why you want to clear out blockages. Declare and decree deck. That's how you know what your blockages are. Heal yourself deck. That's how you know what your blockages are. Using your altar. Hello. This is my own commercials, okay? My own ads for my stuff. I'm telling y'all, the Most High is doing a new thing. And it's not really new, but it's new to us because we've been asleep for so long underneath the spell of the powers that were. And so we got to get back into our alchemy. We got to get back into our rituals, taking our power back and doing those things that we feel divinely guided to do. Look at this. It says, believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dream. This came out earlier and it's back again. Believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dream. She's standing there alone. Ain't nobody else surrounding her. She's overlooking the horizon, knowing like, man, it's limitless. The possibilities are limitless out there. But you got to believe, okay? Then you have learned how to honor and treat your body well. Take care of yourself. Set healthy boundaries. Get connected. Stay grounded. That part is so important. Because when you're on this journey, there's so many people that's jealous and hateful of you just off the strength that you was bold enough to take the path. Just the strength that you was bold enough to even step foot on the path. You might not even be halfway down the path. But they're just jealous off the strength that you even had the courage to step onto the path. And so people will try to trip you up the whole way. What can I do from behind the scenes though? They're not going to blatantly do it out open in front of you, out in the open in front of you. Some people will, but most of them won't. It's usually haters from behind the scene, okay? So learn how to honor and treat your body well. This says learn new things. It will help you in the future. I'm telling you, you got to be open to learning. You got to be open to clearing, decluttering, reprogramming, and learning new things. That's why you don't want to fear spirituality. You don't want to fear learning about energy. You don't want to fear learning about working with the elements and using alchemy. Don't be afraid of that because you intuitively already know it. Why? Because it's already in your DNA. It's already accessible in your Akashic records. All you got to do is clear the blockages so that you can start to remember the things that you used to do in your past lives or those things that your awakened ancestors used to do before they got put to sleep. You have access to all of that. You just have to be open to learning and remembering. So let me see. I have the Queen of Pentacles. This is going to take you towards great wealth and abundance here. You're going to be sitting pretty, very comfortable. Look at that. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, happy family dynamics. 2 of Cups. This is beautiful relationships, soulmate connections coming into your life here. You're divinely protected with that rainbow up there. Everybody is smiling. Everybody is happy, joyful, celebration. Okay? That energy where the dominant energy was stress, chaos, lack, fear, insecurities, haters, competition, jealousy, all of that stuff. That was the dominant energy in your past. What you're moving towards right here, your dominant energy is getting ready to flip. It's getting ready to turn over. The dominant energy will be peace, happiness, laughter. Breaking of those generational cycles brings abundance. Okay? Queen of Pentacles, where you're sitting pretty. It brings beautiful connections, trustworthy relationships. Okay? 7 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This is how you nurture that thing. She's sitting around trying to figure out what should I do. You know, okay, you might be thinking things are not moving. It's moving really slowly, but you got to nurture with the energy of love. That's all. Pour your love into it. Nurture the plants with that same energy of love. You see all around them is the elements, earth, wind, water, fire. Okay? All around is the elements. The bird representing the wind. The plants representing the earth, the water representing water, and of course the sun representing fire. All of this is necessary in order for you to create. If you ain't creating, if you don't have the 4 elements, then you ain't creating. Because if you yourself was missing any one of those elements, you would not be here. You need the sunlight to thrive. Earth, that means you taking in your fruits, your vegetables. You are the earth. Wind, you need the wind to breathe. Water, that's what your DNA is housed in. Your cells, everything about you, 90, well, shoot, maybe about 80% of you're made up of water. Earth, wind, water, fire. You need it all. And so when it comes to creation and alchemy, you need all four elements in order to make things happen and to get things moving, whether it's within you or outside of you. But remember, as within, so without. So you got to start within first. As above, so below. So you got to start in the spiritual realm first if you want things to unfold and manifest in the physical. You have, I can't stress this enough. Do not fear your power and your ability to alchemize and transmute energy. You cannot be afraid of it. The Most High gave it to you because the Most High understood that you would not take it and pervert it or use it in a haphazard manner. You're using it for the greatest good of yourself, your lineage, your offspring, the chosen across the four corners of the globe, humanity. That's how you use the energy of alchemy. But of course, some, they got a hold of it, perverted it, and now they just all willy-nilly with it, but they're receiving massive karma for that, okay? And that's why you've been gifted the gift. That spark has been reawakened within you. You've had it since you was born, since you was a child. But you know, that light can die out when you go through traumas, pain, you know, fears, different things, you know, people telling you the wrong thing, false belief systems. That light begins, you know, it starts off real bright and it gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer until finally you don't even see that spark anymore. But it's always there for the chosen. There's always that small little spark. And that's why the beast of Babylon likes to feed on the chosen more so than any other being there is, because you always possess that spark, which is that divine connection to the Most High Mother and Father. But when you go through traumas, that spark dims, but it's never gone. Once you begin to clear the blockages and move it out the way, that flame comes back up again. That's where healing the inner child is so important, because now you reawaken your creative ideas. Your imagination begins to become activated again. And suddenly you're just full of passion, excitement, zeal, energy. You ready to take on the world. You're not afraid of anything. And so that's exactly what's needed here. Look at that. 10 of Cups is here twice. I'm telling y'all, this is moving you towards happy, beautiful moments here. Okay? Beautiful energy is here for the chosen. So I'm going to close it out here. Of course, y'all know I'll be back soon to do another reading for you. It takes forever to upload my videos when I make really long videos. But if you want to order any of my services, check the description box. My email is snita52415@gmail.com. Okay? Check the description box. Leave a comment below. Like and subscribe. I love y'all. I'll talk to you all next time.